So we learned a song together to try to bring balance to nature again, and we can see Miku. Miku looks concerned. It doesn't, and you see the wiggly lines here that represent the earthquakes. Doesn't seem like she just knows how to bring the earth back into balance again with Bahamut. Let's see what happens. So here we come to Amrita, and here Miku is meeting a little girl named Amrita. Luckily, you're not the only people trying to rebuild the environment. There's one more hero to meet, Amrita. Her forest has regrown thanks to your actions so far, but it's not safe yet. Like Miku, people around the world keep demanding too much of nature, including the king of Amrita's country. He looked at the giant trees in his forest and imagined huge buildings for all of his subjects, so he sent his woodcutters to cut down the whole wood. Amrita grabbed a tree and hugged it tightly, but the woodcutters escaped to other trees and began to chop them to pieces. Amrita saw her friends hug each other with fear, and the animals and birds that lived in the forest ran away frightened. This makes me think of the Lorax. You guys ever seen the Lorax? As night fell and the woodcutters stopped, she knew she had just hours to find a peaceful solution, or her home would be gone forever. There had to be another solution to the problem, and she was determined to find it. Maybe she could grow even more plants to show the king and his woodcutters the beauty that they were destroying by their greed. Amrita needs your help to accomplish her goal in such a short time. Now it's time for you to act to support nature. Help Amrita rebuild the missing parts of the forest by creating a miniature garden from plants, objects, or even your own computer. Then continue to the final section of the story. For this section of the story, we're going to make some garden collages using flowers. And this will represent actions we might be able to take in the future. We can decide as a troop if we want to go clean up a park, or if you want to find some place to create a garden. So we'll also talk about what we want our action project to be as related to the environment. Okay, so let's take a look at the instructions for the collage here. Oh, and we can see Amrita and Miku. There's Amrita loving the trees and trying to replant them after they've been cut down. Okay, so we're going to create our own garden. We're going to do the option where it says we're going to create a collage, a garden collage, and we'll also offer some opportunity to draw if you want to draw your collage instead. Okay, and so then here's the end of the story here. And so you'll make your collage. We'll go ahead and read the end of the story. Thanks to all the beautiful gardens that you and Amrita have created the next morning, everyone, the woodcutters, the people, the king, woke up to find the forest was even bigger and more beautiful than before. The woodcutters couldn't move for peaceful plants, beautiful views, or people carefully looking after the lost animals. They put down their axes and told the king it was no use. They couldn't stop the forest growing, and they didn't want to either. The king agreed and decided to share his palace with his subjects instead of taking land from the forest. Everyone could have a beautiful view of the trees, okay? So we're going to make our garden now, and we're going to think about what we want our environmental action project to be as it relates to World Thinking Day, okay? So you can go ahead and get started on that now.